Hello guys, and welcome in our today's video, the third on our Ansible series, where we are going to learn how to setting up the SSH agent on our master server in the first time. Then secondly, we will setting up the GitHub repository for our Ansible tutorial series, and finally configure our SSH key on GitHub and proceed with a couple tests to make sure that everything is working fine with our first git push origin command. Let's get started. So let's start with eval $SSH-Agent. You see? So that's how we have our agent PID that is showing up. We can grep in order to make sure that it's here. So we're going to run ps aux grep pipe in grep command, and we're going to find that PID process, and you're going to see that it's existing. So that's how we are creating a SSH agent. You can see we have a SSH agent on that process ID number. Okay, so we are good right now. Let's move on the next step. We're going to see how to create an alias, but before that, let's do a SSH add in order to add that agent. So right there, I'm going to provide my passphrase that I have defined before, and we are all good. So let's try to connect right now with SSH agent. You're going to see the difference between this one and the previous video or episode. You see, I got connected directly because the SSH agent is working on the background process. Okay, so let's run alias SSH-AG and run the same command, the both at the time. And when I'm doing SSH-AG, you can see agent PID that is showing up. Okay, so I can provide my passphrase right now, and you can see that everything is working well as well. Okay, so right now I'm going to move forward and try to make it persistent, because right there, if I'm rebooting my server, I'm not going to be able to have that same alias defined. So I'm going to vim my bash rc file, and I'm going to add that alias that I've created here in order to make sure that it's still persistent every time that I'm connected to my server. So I'm going to create that line using the I key to be able to write. Okay, and I'm just going to type alias SSH-AG for agent equal, and I'm going to provide my comment. Okay, eval $SSH-Agent and SSH add, and I'm going to register it by colon WQ exclamation point. Okay, so if I'm running alias SSH-AG again, you can see that it's showing up, right? Even if I reboot my server, everything is still going to be here. So right now, let's do something else there. Okay, we're going to try to connect to our master server quickly. So once we do that, we're going to try to proceed with something else. We're going to go on Google and try to set up our GitHub repository quickly. So I'm going to click over there. If you don't have a GitHub repository account yet, just sign up on Google and make sure to configure everything. Okay, so I'm going to provide my email. They're going to ask you to provide your email for the first time, and you're going to turn the object on the same side with the finger angle. And when you finish with that, you're just going to submit it, and everything should be okay. So you have a couple questions that you're going to answer, and you're going to provide a code that they are sending to you on your email, and you should be good to start. Okay, So just follow all the process, and you're going to be on the page. GitHub has a free version, okay? So with the free version, we should be able to do everything that we have in this series. So we're going to use our free version, okay? So you can see the pay version have a couple of things that the free version doesn't have. So when we have our Git account open, it's going to show a little bit like that. And we're going to proceed by create our repository for our Ansible series. We're going to just proceed with a click on create repository, and we're going to provide a name for our repository. I'm going to call it Yarn Ansible tutorial, and you can provide the description after that. We're going to keep it public. GitHub is a powerful tool to use in the collaboration when we are working on the software development project. Every DevOps engineer have to know how to use Ansible. So it's essential for us to talk about it right now, and we're going to use it during our Ansible series in order to make sure that we keep a backup, a kind of backup of our different script on Ansible site, on GitHub site. Yeah, so that's a little bit it, and I will come later on it and explain you more and more in order to make you understand how Ansible gonna be helpful for us on the next step on this DevOps channel. Okay, so I'm gonna get down, add a README file, yes, because the README file is the file where we're gonna have description about our different script or code. Okay. So our master branch here is main. So a couple years before it was master, but now it's main that is showing up now. So we're going to use main in our command. So we're creating our repository, and now it's good. You can see that we have this repository is going to have resources about my Ansible series. Okay, so we are all good. After that we move on setting on the right side upstairs. We're going to go on setting. Okay, you're going to click on profile and setting, and after SSH key, and you're going to come on new SSH key. Okay, there are no SSH key associated with your account, so I'm going to click on new SSH key in order to add the SSH key that I've set up on our previous video. Okay, so let's do that. I'm going to give a name. It's take with YMK, the name, and after that we're going to move on our server side in order to copy that key. So you remember that SSH / the name of our key. So it's that one. You're going to copy it and come back on our Git repository, on our Git account. We're going to link it with our Git account. Authentication key type, yeah, we're going to keep it like that, and we're going to paste it here. Normally, when we are adding a new case, we will receive an email that alert us that we have added a new key on our Git account. So we are all good right now. So I can come back here and I can list. You can see I have only my Docker file, and I will use I'm going to click on code and click on SSH because I want to proceed with SSH connection, and I'm going to copy that, and proceed with the command git clone in order to clone it on my server. So it's so easy, man. It's so easy, guys. So we're gonna do git clone and provide that link and just say yes, and everything should be okay. All right, so we are good. So right now we have our yarn Ansible tutorial here. I'm gonna move inside that Ansible. So we have our readme file, you can see. So it's exactly what we had on other side. We have the same content since we have cloned it, and you can see when I call it, this repository is going to have resources about my Ansible series. So it's exactly what I have provided on other side. I'm going to vim that file quickly in order to show you how how we are working with Git to update a couple stuff. So I've deleted that previous line and I'm going to add a new line. So the new line that I'm adding is, this is going to be awesome. Like and subscribe. Oh, please subscribe. I don't need to talk a lot. So after that, I'm just going to proceed with the next command. The next one is git status that I'm going to run in order to see the status on my repository folder. You see, modify readme in red. That means that I've proceeded with some modification. So now I'm going to proceed with give diff the name of the file in order to see what has changed. And you can see in red what has changed and what I've added in green. That's a little bit how you're going to work with GitHub every time. So as I said before, it's a great tool for collaboration and update process in software development. We're going to have to talk about it soon more and more. So now I'm going to do git status, and you're going to see that we still have modify readme red. Okay, so we have to proceed with git add command in order to add the command that the modification that we got, and we have to make git add space dot or git add the name of the file that we have changed. But in this case, I'm going to make git add space dot. So that means dot means here. Okay, so we go now. If I'm typing git status once again right now, you see modify is green right now. So it's just awesome. Okay, so right now I'm going to proceed with the next step is git commit. Git commit going to allow us to provide a description about what we did. Okay, what we did exactly. So I'm running git commit -m my first readme update. So when we're going to open on other side after git push, you're going to see that we have exactly that message explaining what's going on, what we did on it. 1 file change, 3 insertion, 1 deletion. You see, every detail is showing up with Git. Okay, so it's just awesome. Right now, let's run git push origin space main, and you will see that everything going to move forward. Awesome. So right now, if I'm moving on other side, you're going to see that the update that has proceeded going to show up on other side as well right now. Okay, so let's try to move on our GitHub site account, and I'm going to update my page upstairs, and you can see now my first readme update. You see the line that I've added with my git command. You see, and if I click on it, you see, when I'm clicking on it, you see in the readme we have all the changes. You see, this repository is going to have resources by my, so on red color you can see all the modification, and green you have what I've added. So it's just awesome, guys. So we are arriving at the end of our third episode on Ansible series. And we have learned today how to sync up our SSH agent in order to make our SSH connection easier on the next process. And also, we have learned how to create our GitHub account, setting up our GitHub repository with the SSH key that we have already on our master server. Finally, we release our first git push origin main command, and everything works after the test. So we are good to move forward on add command in the next episode. See you soon.